Alright, let's pick up from where we left off yesterday with the Gustos. Starting off with the main tech monster, Vether. Level 3 tuner. If you face up Gusto, monster on the field is destroyed by battle or sent to your graveyard, and this card is in your hand. You can special summon this card. Okay. This guy is no more special summoned. You can send one Gusto from your deck to the graveyard, then you can special summon one Gusto from your hand. You can only use this effect once per turn. Okay. Alright, so let's see. First effect. Trigger in the hand. Maybe Diabolos. Could be start for the template. This effect. Take away special summon. Okay, we're going to have two. One for destroyed, event destroyed, and one is going to be for sent to the graveyard. So E2 is going to be a clone of E1. And then it's going to have a different set code. It's going to be event to grave. Doesn't need this. Delay. It needs the Dama step flag. Okay, no graveyard, just hand. Hard once per turn. Condition. Okay, and then they're going to have a different condition. Because this condition is going to be checking for the destruction by battle, and this condition is going to be checking for being sent to the graveyard in general. Let's copy these as well. Okay, here's a downstep flag. I'm going to fix these up in a minute. Okay. Alright, so let's... Okay, so the first... Let's pick on one is going to be for battle. Okay, so first of all, we don't need to be the Pierce controller, which is interesting, because it says if a Gusto monster on the field, which obviously works with the archetype. Okay, we don't need get previous attribute, but we do need previous set. It needs to be a Gusto on the field. What's the set code for Gusto? Speaking of which, we need to do this as well. Okay, so it's it was a Gusto. And see previous location. It was in the master zone. His previous position was face up. Face up. And what else? Disturbed by battle. Right, so reason. And C is reason is on battle. So it was Daigusto in the master zone, face up, it was super bad. Okay, seems fine. We don't need TP here because we're not checking any player shenanigans. And then the other filter, or the other condition it is, let's name it 1 and 2, I guess, is if a face-up Gusto on the field is sent to the graveyard. Gusto in the monster zone, face up. We don't need this. It doesn't care if it's sent by effect or anything, but something we're going to do is we're going to put a NOT here and keep this part. The reason being, if the monster is destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, both this and this will be true. So it's the game is gonna prompt the player to select which instance of the effect they want to use, but both effects are the same. So just to avoid that, so it's a little like quality of life of the player, we're gonna do that. Okay, so these are our two conditions. Over here is gonna be standard. We don't need this part, this is just special handling for Diabolos. So we need to have room, and can be special summoned. Like hand, right? And then if you do the face, special summon it. Okay, just pretty standard stuff. Okay. And then the other effect, if this guy is normal special summoned, Armageddon Knight for Gustos, then you can special summon. So, well, Armageddon Knight this. The main difference is that this is an if effect, so it doesn't miss the timing, but that's fine. We need to rename these real quick. B3. We don't need this for flip summons, but we do need this for special summons. And we need to add the delay flag so it doesn't miss timing. Category to grave, we also need category special summon. Let's put this here, and this should be 1. To grave TG and to grave OP. And let's copy this. Okay, so what it sends a Gusto, so we need to change this check. Is going to be, for the set code, is set card, Gusto is able to grave, is a monster in your deck. Now the important part here is this special summon from the hand is optional, then you can special summon. So even if you don't have anything to special summon, it's still valid, there's no problem. To activate the effect, you're just going to mill. in the operation, which is what happens when the effect resolves, we're going to perform the check and see if you have something to special summon and the player wants to do it, we're going to do the special summon. So that's why we don't need to do anything here. Okay. So then here you pick what to send to the graveyard. And then this is gonna be added to the app here. And do get operated group. Get first is location grave. And this is where we're gonna have the prompt. Well, actually, first we're gonna, well, not exactly here, but somewhere here it's gonna be. First of all, we need to check that we have empty monster zones. Then we're going to check if we have something to special summon. And then we're going to check if the player wants to do it. Select yes, no, I think. Let me check it real quick. Yeah, okay, that's it. TP, and then the description is going to be a string. I think I set it as string 2. Okay, so then here we need to check if we have a Gusto in our hand that can be special summoned. Okay, so SP filter, we're gonna make it in a minute. TP, location hand, 0, 1, 0, and then we need to pass ENTP to the filter. And then over here we're going to write the filter. Say ETP, and okay, it needs to be a Gusto, so we have this already over here, and it needs to be special summonable, so we can just copy this part and boom, we're done. This check is done. So basically you select what you want to mill. If you select something and it's sent to the graveyard and it actually ends up in the graveyard, this check is so that if Microcosmos is up, the Gusto you select is gonna get banished, and because it did not end up in the graveyard, you don't go past the then here. So if it does end up in the graveyard and you have empty monster zones and there's something special summon in your hand and the player says yes, then we're gonna special summon. So we're gonna have another hint. Let's just copy Master Bone, I guess. This one. Okay. First, not first, but we also need to do, because it's a then, we need to do deal break effect, so the timing breaks. So that's sending to the graveyard and special summoning, which will happen right here below. Don't happen at the same time. It's going to be select matching card. This is going to be SP filter. Location hands 0. SG, I guess. Okay, and then if Okay, then special summon here. And we can copy the special summon from the previous effect. Let's see. Okay. So we should be good. Let's try it out. Okay, so we need a Gusto to be destroyed by battle, and we also need a Gusto to just go to the graveyard from the field. We can make Almirage. This is gonna trigger, and then we get to mill a Gusto. Let's say Pelica and Eagle, I guess. Okay. So let's put 3 cards in the hand, put on opponent. Okay. Alright, so I made a typo somewhere. Probably. Line 20. Oh, yeah, this is another underscore. Okay. So if I normal summon this and use a sling material. Okay, he gets trigger. He triggers as well because face up Gusto on the field, you don't need to control it. But anyway, I'm gonna use the effect. Special summon itself. And then I can use the mill. I'm gonna mill this. But goes from your hand. Yes. Oop. And then she's gonna trigger and synergy. So we need to. I'll try the battle from the other side so we save some time. I'm just gonna summon this and attack into Pelica. Okay, he triggers. Special himself. Okay, all good. So he should be fine. Special summon itself from the hand. Send 1 Gusto master to the GY. Okay. Let's move on. To the quick spell. I think Eric scripted this. Yes. Okay. So let's go through this real quick. Equip onto a Gusto monster. Then equip. Okay. They'll be stored by your opponent's card effects. Okay. You can only use each of the following effects once per turn. Alright. You can banish this card from your graveyard and discard 1 Wind Master. Cost. Add 1 Gusto spell trap from your deck to your hand. Okay. In your main phase, you can activate this effect based on the equipped monster's level/rank. 4 or lower, spell summon 1 Gusto from your deck with a different type. And 5 or higher, spell summon level 1 tuner from your deck. So what do we have here? Equip procedure, Gustos, equip indestructible, by your opponent's effects. Yep. And search. Okay. Location grave, ignition. Actually, I didn't do hard ones per turn on this. Good thing I just noticed it. That's 100 and E3. Okay. Alright, so ignition, category to hand and search, location grave, hard ones per turn. Okay, and then the cost. This can be removed this cost, and there is something in your hand, which is gonna be a Gusto monster. Unless this is wrong. It needs to be a wind monster, not a Gusto monster. So this has to be his attribute. Attribute wind. Is discardable. Okay. Remove. Discard hand. Okay. And then this can be for the search. There's this in your deck. Gusto, spell trap, able to hand. Select. Okay, this is probably this standard search stuff, so it should be fine. And then the other effects. So special summon, ignition, S-zone, purpose button, and the functions. Okay. So this is basically it's one effect, but it's two different ways the effect can play out depending on the level of the equip. Okay, so EC, get equip target. If you notice, see or it needs to be 0. Yeah. So if there's no equip target or you have no zones, return false. Level. Okay. LV is Y on 0 and not sure. It says 4 or lower, so why? I mean, only some anime cards are gonna have 0 level, but still, it says 4 or lower, so 0 level should work. Yeah, I think it should work. Okay, so if it's 4 or lower, you check SP filter 1. Otherwise, you check SP filter 2. Okay, so SP filter 1 has to be the Gusto with a different type. Gusto, not his race, secret race, and it's gonna be summoned. Okay. And then SP filter 2 is a level 1 tuner. Level 1, we can do his level. And type tuner and can be special summoned. Okay. They're both from the deck, right? Special summon Gusto from your deck, special summon tuner from your deck. Yep. Okay. Operation info. Okay, and then okay, gets equip. Again, this needs to be this. Oops. If there's no equip target, or you have no zones, and also we need the. Although this might take. I'm gonna add it just to be safe. They relate to effect line. This. Again with this, FSP filter 1, otherwise, okay, just to have one selection makes sense. You pass F, right, okay, it should be fine. Let's test it. So we need a 4 or lower and a 5 or higher Gusto. And then we need some Gusto spell traps to search. Okay, so first of all, it can search itself too, yeah? It can, that's nice. Let's add these two. And then we need or lower is for the different type. So if I equip it on a psychic, I can summon a wind beast. And then level 5 or higher is for any level 1 tuner. So let's break her out and jet synchron, I suppose. And then we need a wind to discard as well. So Barbie Lady. Okay. So 4 cards in hand. Let's go. So if I equip it on her, I can summon the winged beast. Yep. Okay. Let me tribute summon this and test the search. Discard this. Touch this. Okay, it doesn't reveal. Here it needs to reveal the searched card. No big deal though. Right now I need to test the 5 or higher effect, so let's summon this, tribute summon her next turn and equip. Equip. Okay, I can summon jet synchron. Okay. So let me to the army to copy the reveal parts. This. Okay. So this is all done. Very much. Let me take a quick look. Biobounce, artifacts. Okay. Moving on to the synchro. Now, unfortunately, it did not reveal its stats, so we don't know how much attack and defense it has. I just put 0 here just so there's something. So unfortunately it cannot be added. We cannot add to the game since we don't have the stats yet, but the script is, we can make the script already because we know the effects. So I'm gonna go through this, but it's not gonna be added until we know the attack and defense. Okay, so Daigusto Raprampilica, tuner plus non-tuner Gustos. You can spell summon once per turn. This guy is synchro summon, you can activate this effect. You can spell summon once for the rest of the turn except Wind Masters. Also spell summon to Gusto, one from your hand, one from your deck, but negate their effects. And immediately after this effect resolves, synchro summon one Gusto synchro using those two only. Your opponent can attack other Gusto synchros with card effects. Control. Okay. Alright, so synchro junior Gusto makes sense. Okay. It doesn't target. But but it needs the... It's this. This is for the 1/10 spell summoning, okay. For some success, single to go, target operation. Should it have a condition as well? Yeah, you should have a condition for sync or something. Type synchro. There's a lot of functions, there's a lot of filters here. So let's see what this is all about. So XG. Oh, all the Gusto synchros and not check or... Oh man, what the hell? Not MG or... Jeez, okay. Cancel con. Right, I think CCM scripted this and he said he copied it from the MathMech trap. It doesn't target man, so we don't need this. Oh boy. Let me replace all these. Okay. Some kind of... That's the restriction. Where's the speed limits? Wind. Can't spell some except wind, okay. Can't spell some so not wind. Synchro. Disable their effects. Summon. Synchro summon. Cannot be effect target. But cannot take out the Gusto synchro monsters, so it has to be zone. What's this? Gusto synchro. Don't need this because we put them zone. Yeah, and it's not this card. Okay, so that should be fine. Well, let's go ahead and try it. It's level 6. So I guess Pilica and the level 3 tuner, Gusto. Yep. Okay, and then on summon, 2 Gustos, 1 from your hand, 1 from your deck. And then you synchro summon with them. So we're going to summon the new guy and the level 4 non-tuner. I think we summon this. We need Foolish Burial to send this to the gear so Philip can revive it. And let's get a Jester to try to test the restriction. Let's go. Okay, let's go like this for now, and we'll see how it goes. Okay, so first we're going to mill the eagle. Raprampilica is going to revive it. And we summon this new one. Okay, and it did not trigger. Oh yeah, it needs to be in the hand right after. Okay, so that was good. We just need to add one more card in our hand. Yeah. Okay. Foolish Burial, Eagle, normal summon, effect, revive this, and then synchro summon. Okay, triggers. And something overdose. Oh boy. 58 global SG. Oh man. 58. Oh yeah, what? Yeah, this it doesn't target, so okay, I hope it's just that, because he copied it from the Mathmech trap, and that trap targets on activation, so that's why this was here. With the actually, it's gonna be nil, and it's gonna be 3, I suppose, from the hand and the deck. Okay, so let's see. Okay, 74. What is this? Should that be 1? I think it should be 1, right? 7 select. Yeah, it should be 1 because you make the selection. Let's go again. Oh boy. Let's see. Wait, what the fuck? Right, yeah, there's no MG, so like he just forgot a bunch of lines. Jeez, man. Okay. What is this? Health filter. It checks if it's related to the effect, but that's probably only used for the targeting. Yeah, so we don't need this actually. Okay, let's go again. Hallelujah. Okay. 88. Line 88. What do we have here? Index number value C. What? Oh, that's 39. Is it a filter? Yeah. Man, what the hell are you doing? MCTP check. Yeah, this is another leftover from the mathematic trap, I think. Okay, let's try again. We're getting closer. Nice. Now let me try and move this. And at this I should not be able to do it since I wouldn't have correct materials. Also forgot to test the restriction. We're gonna do it in a minute. So yeah, I cannot use it. Oh, Pelic already has a. Okay, anyway, Gusto. Let's put the level 7 back. Okay, so the restriction is applied. I think it's correct. So this is probably done as well. A little messy, but yeah. Anyway, like I said, this card will not be added until we get the attack and defense, but I thought I might as well get the script ready in the meantime, so when we do get the stats, it can be added immediately, pretty much. Okay, so now we're done with the Gusto, but we got a couple of generic random cards, starting with this fairy.